Hello, students. This is Louisa Mason from Samford University, not to be confused with Stanford. What we wanted to do is, I'm the sports dietitian here for Tennessee Tech, and this is her last rotation in her dietetic internship. And what we wanted to do was just kind of like have a week in review of what we've done for the week. I say what I wanted to do, and Louisa accepted. But just to give you, if you're a dietetic student and you're thinking about doing a rotation here for a sports nutrition um, internship rotation, to just give you, I guess, an idea of some of the stuff that we've been doing. So, Louisa, any highlights of the week or anything that stands out to you?
Definitely. I really like so far just seeing everything that Anthony's created here at Tech and his interaction with his students and with his student athletes and just being able to work with them daily on their goals and all of that stuff so far has already been really cool.
Okay, nice ego boosting general response. Don't worry, Louisa's not getting graded on this. Uh, okay, let's talk about like some of the things that we did. First of all, is we researched and wrote a report for vitamin D testing and made a
Mhm.
rationale for that to present to um, the athletics administration, and we got that approved. So that's like a big step for us. So we're going to be able to test for vitamin D deficiency in our athletes. And I guess anything in our report that you found that stood out to you?
I can't think of anything specifically off the top of my head, but I know one of the coolest things with that was just dietetics is so science research based, and just getting to apply that week one was great. I love digging into the research and seeing Anthony and how he's applying it and how he's using all of that was awesome.
How we applied it.
How we've applied it.
Teamwork. Well, one thing that like really stood out to me was that I think in the NBA they found that like 60%, about 60% of
Mhm.
in the NBA in the NFL were either deficient or insufficient in their amount of vitamin D that they were getting. So, really curious to see where we get with our student athletes here. Let's see. Another thing we got to do. Oh, is we have a new fueling station here for our student athletes in the Athletic Performance Center. So we took Louisa there, let her get a workout in the APC, and to kind of give her an overview of the fueling station. And one of the things that we've put together as of yesterday is like a little book or a training manual for our student volunteers and workers in the APC. So helping me get organized with that. And we talked about like business management and employee
Mhm.
management and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. I always like doing things in groups of three. Anything else that we did this week that?
We got to several newsletters this week.
Yeah, that's right. So we did a newsletter on what was the platform we were using? MailChimp.
Yeah.
Okay, so we used MailChimp to create some newsletters, and already got some good feedback from our student athletes on enjoying it. So she's uh, been able to put that together and learn how to use the interface so that when she is a dietitian, a successful dietitian, that she'll be able to send out a newsletter and just like be able to promote yourself and promote your brand. So Louisa, let's say that there's uh, a dietetic student that is maybe kind of hesitant about starting a sports nutrition rotation, or they maybe don't feel like maybe they're qualified enough. Like, what would you say to a student like that who may be like missing out on that experience?
I would say that if you're interested in sports nutrition at all, it is definitely worth it to find a CSSD who's at a school who's been doing it. It's just invaluable experience and knowledge to get from them. Um, it's such an incredible learning opportunity, really. So if you're interested in that at all, it's definitely worth it to do it.
Yeah, and you're in your internship to learn. I think one of the things Louisa told me was, like you said, you felt when you first started your rotations that maybe your preceptors would be upset that you like didn't have like the answers to everything.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers to everything. I certainly don't expect my students to have the answers to everything. and we can like really learn a lot from each other as well. So as long as your preceptor isn't like a big jerk or something like that, right? Then usually it's going to be a good rotation. But I guess we'll wrap that up for our first week, and I will try to remember to do this once a week through the rest of this rotation. It's now the end of October, and we're going until mid early
Beginning of
December.
December. Yep.
Okay, so catch you next week.